Hello, Galaxy. I'm Chris Perillo, and I got to get going with that hot dog. So, if you pardon me, we're going to flip over to the quad view. Looks like that shot is good. I will not be able to see. Wait a minute,
What's that?
Oh,
You're getting the echo. That's why.
I
I will not be able to see chat.
Okay?
I will not be able to see chat as I'm making
the
vegan hot dog.
Because
I'm kind of excited to make the vegan hot dog. I wanted to get the pan going to basically fry it up. Because I'm not gonna like fire up a grill just for like one dog. This is the closest thing I can get to a grill right now. Loyal Moses the other night posted on Twitter, asking for hot dog recommendations. And I'm like, oh, there's been sausages I've tried. And then I went searching, and I found that they now make vegan hot dogs. These are Sweet Earth vegan hot dogs. I'm gonna go ahead and turn up the way. It should be good. These are vegan hot dogs. Let me go ahead and grab this one. I want to be really careful. Let's just use these tongs. So I didn't know Sweet Earth made them. I knew that another company that I bought through a Field Roast made hot dogs when I did a search, and I actually have the other hot dogs on order, Field Roast hot dogs. So tomorrow I'm probably going to do a taste test between the jumbo vegan hot dogs from Sweet Earth and the hot dogs from Field Roast when they come in tomorrow morning. Yeah, so it's all vegan. Ready for the grill, delicious in the bun. I'm not going to eat the bun or have the bun, really. They smell like hot dogs. They look like hot dogs. I'm imagining they're going to taste like hot dogs. Not that, it's going to take much for the hot dog to taste like a hot dog. I mean, generally, I don't know if I've had good hot dogs, bad hot dogs. I've had hot dogs. They all taste the same to me. And I know some people are like, no, this hot dog tastes better. I don't know if I'm ever going to go that far. Sausages can taste different because there are different ingredients in the sausages, but generally speaking, I can't ever remember a hot dog ever tasting different from a hot dog. And for those who say vegan hot dogs, well, at least I kind of know what's in the vegan hot dogs. Like I can look at the ingredients. I'm like, okay, I can see all that. That makes sense. Yep. Smoke flavoring, oat protein isolate, pea protein, yeast extract, as opposed to mystery meats. Would you rather eat? Well, I suppose many of you would rather eat mystery meats. It's fine. I'd rather not. I'm a big fan of trying to stay ahead of health problems, and cutting out the animal stuff has helped an immense deal for me and for many people out there. So I'm going to have a hot dog. I'm going to try the hot dog for Loyal, see if it's hot dog-ish. I kind of, at this point, I wish I wasn't vegan because it would be interesting to do a taste test between these hot dogs and the traditional hot dogs, mystery meat hot dogs. It'd be very interesting because, then I to see if I would tell the difference. So as it stands, it's been years since I had a hot dog, probably 4 or 5 years. Yeah. Smells like the dog is getting cooked. And it's jumbo. They're larger. I did not get any buns because generally I avoid breads. My system can't handle bread very well. Moreover, it's just extraneous calories. I can't really digest bread, and it's like, well, do I really want to add a bun to this or just eat it straight up? So I'm going to eat it straight up, though I'm going to slather on some cheese. I'm going to add some cheese to it, the Gouda cheese, make it a cheese dog. This is the, I'm sorry, not Gouda, sun-dried tomato, garlic, cashew, milk cheese. So it's cashew cheese. It's vegan. And then potentially I just got this the other night at Trader Joe's, and it's delicious. A peri-peri sauce, spicy, but oh so good. I mean, it's not just spicy, it's flavorful. A condiment with rich, complex heat. It's true fermented dried chilies. It's easily now my favorite hot sauce. And I love hot sauce. I also got some of my mustard. Why, yes, I do have Grey Poupon. So we're going to add that stuff to the hot dog. Oh, Forgot this. Need the tongs. Maybe cooked. It's difficult to know, right? Of course, the casing's not going to be the same, and as any other hot dog, it's a different constitution, I'd imagine. But it doesn't take long to do up a hot dog, really, especially with the pan preheated. Getting the warmth to go throughout. Yeah, ready to be grilled, I guess. I'm only gonna eat one tonight, and I'm glad I ordered the other ones because tomorrow I may end up doing a vegan hot dog side-by-side comparison. Although I'll have to keep them straight, like which one is which, right? Which one tastes better? More hot dog-ish, I guess, because there maybe taste better than better tasting vegan hot dog, because the two are mutually exclusive, or would be. Okay, I believe we are cooked. Nice and grilled. You see my reflection? No. We can turn this off. Let's go ahead and do that. Safety first. Gonna go ahead and slide the hot dogs back into the refrigerator. Well, I guess I'll get in there in a second. We've got to prepare the dog, or at least the side. Not. What am I thinking? Condiments. That's what I'm thinking. What should I use? Suppose I'll just use a fork. Gonna need some help. Let's go ahead and grab this. And the reason why I need help is because I have to use both hands. There's a bit of cheese. It's not exactly in the bun, obviously, but a little bit of the peri-peri on the side too, because this would be for dipping. This will be the last dip I do. You don't need a lot of the peri-peri because it's spicy. And definitely the mustard. Love mustard. Love Dijon. Dijon is easily my favorite mustard. So I'm gonna double up on that. Ooh. Got my lightsaber all mustard. Oh yeah, that's gonna make it taste like I could have added the garlic too, but yeah, let's just eat the hot. I don't know, should I? Nah, this wasn't cooked. I should have cooked the garlic. Could have added garlic. Right. No. And food for tomorrow. All right. I am going to head up now to the stream, and we are going to enjoy this together. Smells like a hot dog, like for real. It smells just like a hot dog, like the hot dog itself. You know, these things always make me nervous. Like, did they swap out the vegan stuff for a real hot dog? Pardon the audio. It's double for a second. Down. All right. The moment of truth. First, I'm going to try a naked bite. Salty. Firm. So that would potentially have a different consistency on a grill. But it tastes like a hot dog. Oh, does this taste like a hot dog? All right, let's try it with a bite of cheese. A little bit of mustard. It tastes like a hot dog. It tastes like a hot dog. If you were to have it in a bun, it would taste exactly like a hot dog. Exactly like a hot dog. Well, obviously this is vegan, so there's no meat in this. Straight up mustard. Hot dog.
Yeah. It's as fluffy as a hot dog. Or at least the hot dogs that I remember. Not that, you know, I'm a hot dog connoisseur. But I would be surprised. I mean, you'd be hard-pressed to have one of these and say, that doesn't taste like a hot dog. Yeah, Fucho, I just tweeted that reply on Twitter. Because I tweeted that I was testing this for Loyal. And someone says, well, isn't a vegan hot dog? It was Pooch. So isn't a vegan hot dog a carrot? I'm like, well, I said hot dogs are made of lips and assholes. So, totally no, man. I feel ya. Here, I'll grab the link to that here in a sec. Wow. They nailed it. They nailed this. This is spectacular. This is a dog, man. Oh, man. I can't believe I'm eating a hot dog. This is good. Oh, man. Yep, Sweet Earth has got a winner on its hands. This is spectacular. And the beautiful thing about this is that you could go to a barbecue, you could have a barbecue, make it all vegan, or you don't stand out. You know what I'm saying? As a vegan, you can have a healthier option. Oh, wow. Sweet Earther's got a winner. Now I'm curious to know what the other one tastes like. I'm getting that one tomorrow morning. I won't be... I'll wait to eat it until tomorrow evening, though. That's really good. It's better than Devious Lime Mango. Thank you, Celestial Feces. Feces. Appreciate that. Sorry, I had to get the link in there before I forgot to Fucho. And Krillin64, don't knock until you try it. Seriously, this is and I feel bad for anybody like Kurt who's tried a product that just doesn't live up to it. I've avoided a lot of those products for similar reasons, like the fake bacon. I'm like, yeah, not really. I'm like, this is a poor substitute. Always has been. To this point, I'm going to be trying a different bacon, a vegan bacon that's coming in tomorrow too. I think it's made from seitan. Not Satan, seitan, I think is how you pronounce it. So, this is, for all intents and purposes, a hot dog. Tastes like it, smells like it, has a very similar texture to it. You'd be hard-pressed to eat this hot dog and think that you weren't eating a quote-unquote real hot dog. For real. CNEUp76, thank you so much. And a shout out to CNEUp76. This is a t-shirt. It came, there were 4 boxes released back in the day, Smuggler's Bounty. And 4 variants of this shirt. Qui-Gon Jinn, who else? God, Qui-Gon, Yoda. I got all 4, I think. Who else? Like 2 other Jedi? And now I can't remember who else. I have no idea. Your sister-in-law is a chef and always cooks vegan food, always eating a lot. It's really great. Big meat eater. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying, Tech Talk. It depends on what you're making, how you're making, who makes it. A lot. It's a variable. I was not willing to make a recommendation on this until I tried it. And now that I've tried it, like, it's perfect. It is perfect. There we go. Updated the tweet with "it's perfect." Always funny to see what Automod catches. Yeah, it is. You don't like Beyond Meat? Haven't tried Impossible Meat? Well, Pezzy, my recommendation is don't make it at home. No joke. Get it made for you by there's the Impossible Burger at. I mean, the Impossible Whopper tastes like a Whopper at Burger King, but wait, like every other Tuesday it's $2. So every other Wednesday it's a $2 Whopper. So get the Impossible Whopper when it's $2. And then the best quote unquote Beyond or Impossible Burger I've had to date is at hang on. I'll remember it in a second. Fat Burger. Fat Burger's awesome. Like, if you want a good one, don't make it at home. Like, I mean, I've made the fake meat at home, and I mean, I've enjoyed it. I made it the other night, and it turned out, just fine. But I can't build the burger the same way as they can, and they prepared it very, very well. So when we first had Impossible Burgers, they weren't that good, and I was like, this really sucks. And then the more and more we got a hold of them, I was like, oh, this is really good. This is really tasty. I haven't been to A&W in ages. Love their root beer. So it all depends on where. Again, it comes down to who makes it. When did you try it? Like, what is it? There have been, believe it or not, revisions to these alternative meats out there, and the cheese is getting there. The shredded cheese is absolutely there. That the soft cheese that I just had is perfect. If it's been a while, yeah, you got to give some of this stuff a shot. You want to try Beyond Meat's chicken fingers? I do too. I had the chicken nuggets the other night. They tasted like chicken nuggets to me. Texture, flavor, scent, smell. I mean, they were nuggets. I've tried fake fish, the fake tuna stuff, and it is compelling. I'm not gonna go as far as to say yes, it's perfect, but pizzas, I've had fake meat, the Beyond or Impossible, and they taste just like, to me, the flavor tastes just the same. It's always mystery meat anyway. I tend to avoid veggie burgers. I don't always. In fact, I just ordered some like green veggie burgers. I wanted to try them. They were on sale. I don't really like the veggie burgers or the veggie patties. They just, there's something about them that's just, not good. And maybe it's just, again, finding the right one that I'm waiting to do. But I'm always willing to, when it's on sale or when someone mentions something, well, yeah, let's give that a shot. So I'm happy to have put my mouth on the line for Loyal Moses to make the recommendation that the Sweet Earth hot dogs are as hot doggy as any other hot dog you've ever had. Try it. I would be shocked. No, this does it. Trust me. It's all about the texture. It's all about the flavor. It's all about the scent. It's all about, like, the condiments, right? Who eats a plain hot dog? You eat it with ketchup, mustard, bun, relish. You add things to it. And that's really where I could see very few people being able to discern the difference between that and a traditional hot dog, which is full of mystery meat. Personally, I'd rather gamble with this than not knowing what's in the hot dog. It's me personally. Even if I wasn't a vegan, I'd be like, yeah, it just sounds disgusting. Veggie meats always disappoint. Yeah. Unfortunately, Kurt, I completely agree, but I'm telling you, they've come a long... I will only make the recommendation if I've tried it with caveats. For alternative cheese, Daiya is pretty much the brand. You can get it on sale usually. Trader Joe's, pretty much every one of their vegan things is awesome at Trader Joe's. I can recommend all of them, certainly the ice cream. And I just had some pad thai from Trader Joe's frozen yesterday. Tasted delicious, tasted perfect. Tomorrow I've got like tomorrow the next day I've got another frozen dinner Trader Joe's that I'm going to be trying. Yeah, you got to be careful, man. Don't just because it says veggie doesn't mean that it's great. And that's been the case. So there's never been a better time to replace maybe once a week. You know, if you're used to meats, you're replacing it with an alternative meat, and you know it could grow on you. In fact, you know, Diana for years argued, you know, maybe we should go with a meatless night. I mean, she was worried about it, and so it's funny how far the pendulum has swung. Now that's pretty much me. You know, I'm very glad too because as a man, as I'm getting older, colorectal cancer, prostate cancer. Red meats, have been known to contribute. They've been a contributing factor to that. And there's one thing I don't want, it's that. I mentioned that I'm going to be getting a colonoscopy. As soon as Diana returns, I'll be able to set up an appointment. But that is coming. It will happen. I believe in staying proactive. I don't know if I'm doing that every year. I don't know if I have to do it every year. Hopefully I don't every year. It's like, all my other signs, though, are good. You had some bad vegan hot dogs not long ago. Who made them? I wonder, Senia. Because these were good. Sweet Earth is known for their stuff. In fact, that's the fake bacon that I have on orders from Sweet Earth. I was like, all right, well, I've enjoyed this. They've got a good name, good quality. The hot dog definitely passed muster as opposed to passing mustard. Yeah, I'm good with this. Tonight, by the way, I'm printing the Mandalorian, the charge. You know, the where they set it and it lights up and then it explodes, right? So I'm printing a charge. There are 2 pieces and then a third piece that I'm going to print with the other filament here, and then probably glue it onto the top of it. Okay. I got some stuff to showcase. Liz is not here, but Kurt, if I could enlist your help, possibly. You were able to handle this really well last time. I'll give you a minute here. I'm going to set this away. I'm going to grab my beer and then be back to showcase some, not a lot of stuff, but some stuff. Grabbed another thing I almost forgot. I have to check to see if I've got a plate that I'm going to need to use for something. Okay, first up, I got a brand new deluxe activity set. This is one that Jedi wanted, but the one we found while thrifting, it was all beat up. Not a good, I didn't think a great price. It was really beat up. So I got this one instead. Very happy to have it. Thrilled, you might say. Star Wars Mandalorian. Got that. You forget the commands. Oh, hey, Hayes, good to see you. Good beer. I need to exit out of this too. There we go. The next thing I need to show you while we're on the subject of tins and Mando stuff, tonight is just a Mandalorian night. I got some pencil tins. This is a 3-pack. This is one of them. They come 3 to a pack. Currently, Amazon has them on sale for $10 for all 3, which I thought was a pretty decent price. There's Eclipse Empire dropping in his Eclipse Empire. I'm going to ask, do you want a special emote because you're tier 3? Do you have any graphic you would like me to use, Eclipse Empire, since you're tier 3? Because I think I've got an emote slot open. So these are the 3. I should probably hold them up like this, huh? Here, let's do them like this. Three tins. So, there we go. So these are 3 pencil tins for $10, which I think was an outstanding price. Like, I was like, whoa, that's a pretty good deal. In fact, the first one that I saw, I mean, maybe they're only worth $1 a piece, but finding them is impossible. Like, where am I going to find these? How am I going to find these? So it's just as easy to do them online. Up, I got to teach you about transparency. Get rid of those white borders. Although, you know what would be really cool? The vintage Kenner boxes as emotes. Those would be fun. Those would be a total blast. I got another pencil case. This is a bit more modern. Plastic, crazy art makes it. And look at that. Look at Yoda. Or, sorry, Grogu. Brand new for this year, certainly. This was $3, $2.79 at Walmart or on Walmart.com. Unfortunately, this is a sticker. That kind of upsets me a bit because, like, oh man, really? There's nothing about this that is unique apart from the top sticker. But it is what it is. By the way, I printed out the Kyber Crystal, the gold Kyber Crystal, the mustard gold Kyber Crystal last night. In this hand is the new Kyber Crystal. This is the old Kyber Crystal. So those are the 2 colors of gold that I have printed. And just to show you the kind of gold, the mustardy gold that we got here matches the gift of the Sabacc dice from Eclipse Empire and UFly 1. It's almost a perfect match, this gold. Like, almost a perfect match. Where am I finding the school supplies? Pivotal Pete. Searching. Sometimes, like, going and searching, like, is there a Star Wars school? Star Wars back to school? School supplies. Star Wars office supplies. Every once in a while, I'm like, especially this time of year, that's how I found them. I found them on a search. So that's how I found both of them. And in fact, sometimes I'll see something on one website, I'm like, it seems kind of pricey, and then I'll go from Walmart to Amazon to eBay just to see what the prices are. Target doesn't have much. Although, if you're a Marvel fan, Target has a ton of Marvel stuff this year. Ton of really cool Star Wars, or Marvel stuff. This was just released. 52-page word find. This is awesome. Like, I'm a huge word find fan. So imagine my happiness. This is only $9 right now. Available, brand new, just printed, word search. And then each page has got, a different character. So it's a coloring book / word search. And I love it. Love it. I'd flip through the pages, but it would take a while. But yeah, you've got, like, you've got everything you might ever want in a book. So I got 2 of these, including the Aurebesh. I don't know if you noticed, there's Aurebesh. The word search isn't Aurebesh, but, there is Aurebesh in here, which is awesome. They need to open a Star Wars store. I don't disagree, Senia. So I got 2 of these, one to keep in pristine condition, and this one to play with. Although I have a feeling what I'm going to do is take a picture of the page and then print that out and then solve that copy of the word search. So that way I don't have to mar up a book. Now, the last thing I have to show you before moving on is Dollar Tree. Yeah, Dollar Tree hasn't had anything. Oh, a bunch of metal sheet Star Wars models? Really? And trading cards? Pivotal Pete. I might be interested in, like, what kind of trading cards? What kind of sheet, the Star Wars models? I might be interested in paying you to send me a care package, because ours hasn't had them. I'm going to be dumping these out. These are stamps, rubber stamps, and you're going to understand why I'm dumping them out. And I think I got the whole collection. These came from Croatia? Croatia. All the way from freaking Croatia. I mean, because they did not release these stamps here in the US, unfortunately. So theoretically, I will be able to stand them up just fine. They're all mini busts. So I know a lot of 3D printing people are like, oh, busts. I'm like, yeah, well, I got a little mini busts here. I think there were 25 of them. Jawa, Battle Droid, TIE Pilot, Wicket, Rey, Han, Kylo, Padme, Leia, like, yeah, 25. I think this was the full collection. And each one of these is a stamp. So let's see if I held them, if I did this just right. Can you see it? I'm going to tilt. Is that, can you see everything okay? Here, get my preview up here. There we go. Yeah, you can. So this is, or these are Star Wars rubber stamps from Croatia. I was doing, when I was doing a search for stamps the other week, you might remember, I stumbled upon these, and I'm like, whoa, that's cool, and the full set really wasn't that pricey, and so again, what makes these unique is the fact that on the bottom of each one, if I can angle it just right, basically you've got the character, so it's the character bust, but the stamp is on the bottom. So like Vader is Vader, Emperor's Royal Guard's Emperor's Royal Guard, R2 is R2. So this is freaking cool. So annoying. This is why I like making friends with people from all around the world. Jawa is a Jawa, right? I'm not going to hold up all of them, but I like making friends with people from all around the world because we can't get this stuff in the States. We didn't have this in the States.
Iris Amelia just resubscribed for 4 months. 4 months. Wowie Zoe Cop-Howie.
Nice, Iris Amelia. Thank you so much for that, and thank you for tagging me there on Twitter earlier. Always appreciated when everyone's got their eye out for me. By the way, shout out to Iris Amelia. If you're not following her, you may want to give that a go. Easy to do. Very easy to do. They make nice chess pieces, indeed. They would. But I eat this kind of stuff up. The smaller, collectible, trinkety, I'm just, you know. Oh! Eclipse Empire. I realized there's another thing that I'm missing from my collect. I didn't get it. The Dianoga from Galaxy's Edge. I totally forgot the Dianoga. I didn't even add it to my wish list because I'm like, I don't know. I wasn't sure if it would be interesting. But there's a Dianoga character at Galaxy's Edge. No worries for the shout out. Keeping me on my toes. Yeah, there we go. Well, this is coming out okay. Although, it's like I've got a few zits on this thing. Am I? It could be because of well, no, I didn't have any other issues when I was printing out other things, but I set it to the printed solid. Maybe I have to lower the temperature or something. What do I think of the Chewbacca with big feet that's at Walt Disney World? Big fan. I mean, it's interesting. I kind of slowed down on the stuffies. They tend to take up space. We have a lot of the Star Wars stuffies, and there was really nothing unique about it. As opposed to a Lothcat, that was pretty unique. You don't see a lot of those. Have I seen the Star Wars ceramic beer steins? I have. I have the, I think it was Bradford Exchange, but I have the Vader Stein. You might remember from years ago. Well, not years ago, maybe a couple years ago. A year ago? They were sending me things, and this is the very dusty, hang on. The very Aziz light off. Okay, well, it's off. I didn't even have a chance to turn it on. Gotta admit, the Ahsoka figure it pairs with Rex is stunning. It is. That's why I get 2 of each. Although I can't find where the rest of my toy box figures are, and Diana doesn't know either, and she's not here, and that's like one of the things that I need to find. But you got me a Darth Vader beer stein many years ago, and I can tell you exactly where that's at too. It's not. I don't think I have it in this room anymore, but I have it. This was just one of those that was in reach. There's been a few of them. This is the Bradford Exchange one that I had. That other Vaderstein is, I want to say I took it to the where I put all the other mugs. Yeah. I took it to where I have other mugs. Yeah, I did. So it's not exactly within reach. If it's Star Wars and it's sent to me, I don't get rid of it. I ended up with 2 of them. Well, that would not surprise me. You like the Baby Yoda Nutcracker? I do too, but it's a little pricey for what it is. Celestial Feces. Yeah, Bradford Exchange has some really nice stuff. Really expensive. That's why I took advantage when they were going to send stuff to me. Haven't seen the Dianoga. Yeah, someone had posted in their feed. I'm like, oh, okay, that looks kind of cool. It's not exactly like a figure, but it's pretty close. I want to show Jedi that little kid coloring, that kid guide that you got me, which I'm so grateful for, because I would never been able to get it. I want to show it to her, but my fear is I'm like, no, I only have one, and you can't touch it. I don't want to show her. So Jedi will probably not know about that guide to the creatures, because otherwise, oh man. Oh man. Beautiful. Yeah, I thought I had the, let me check. Oh, I had a reboot, didn't I? Or I didn't, no. Yeah, printed solid Jesse PLA. That's what I exported as, which is usually just fine, so I wonder why that would be zitting, if you will. Lower the temperature, maybe? I mean, this is almost done, so it's not gonna matter too much. Do you like hanging out by the water fountain when the Dianoga comes out? I didn't even see that. It's printing the charge from the Grav, the Mandalorian Grav charge. Here, there's the link. Like I said, I'm a little. So do you see what I'm talking about? It's like here. Let me go full. Do you see him? Whoa, what's up with the choppiness? Give me a second. Whoa, what the... Is that choppy? Is that choppy for you when I do that? Does it look choppy on my end? Hang on. Okay, so that's better. And then as soon as I turn it on, it just goes to chop again. Sorry. Testing. That's way choppy. That's choppy too. Why? There's something that's going on with NDI. That's interesting. Will I paint in the details? No, not necessarily. Give me a second. The reason why... Oh, it looks fine, yeah. I guess on my end it was getting choppy, but on your end it's fine, so weird. But what I was trying to do... what I was trying to show you... Because I'm not sure how to address this. Like, you can see I've got some zits, and I don't know if that's in the model or what. It looks like it's... I mean, I could probably... I don't want to mess with retraction settings, but I wonder if I should bring the temperature down, like, by 5 degrees or so. Weird. It's like... I kind of wonder what's going on with that. It's about done. I got about 7 minutes. I'm going to start this, after this one, I'm going to start the second print. And then start to roll into advice. If y'all don't mind. Average time to render. Yeah, it goes up. Wow, it's like everything just... Oh, the ad at the chat was throwing it off on my end. Something about the video. Yeah, when I add the ad at the chat here, it starts to choke. Interesting. Okay, so it wasn't NDI, it was something with that video embed. Interesting. I wonder if that's an OBS bug. Should be going to California Adventure soon. Anything from Avengers Campus? Probably nothing that I'd be paying for. No. So the answer is no. The Infinity Gauntlet cup holder, I think Jedi would kind of get a kick out of, but it's probably not worth the money. Because she knew of the Infinity Gauntlet. And I saw Zach had it. And I'm like, that's kind of cool. Oh, that came in. That came in. Okay, great. Oops. So, what do I... With those zits, is it... Because it didn't really do it on that bottom half, but that top half, it was just... Is that a temperature thing? I'll have to ask Krusty, I guess. Let's kill that. There's that. Oops. No worries, Senior. Thank you so much. Adam! How you doing? Adam TK Wallace, good to see ya. Welcome back. I'm about to lay into some advice after this finishes, and then I start the second one, the gem part. I mean, for a little prop, I think it's fine. It's not. This doesn't have to be perfect. If anything, I could always spray it silver Not that I would want to, although that'd be another way of using these filaments colors. Like, oh, do I really like this filament color? Is to print one out and then do it up in silver. I don't have to worry about supports with this print, which was kind of a nice surprise. Hey, Boplay, good to see you. Welcome back, and thank you very much. Sorry you've been away. No worries. Everything's going well here, or well enough. I was just mentioning, I showed, you can see on Discord, Kurt, I believe Kurt posted the photos of tonight's haul, and one of the items is from overseas. So I was just saying that, you know, I really like the fact that I can get stuff from overseas, but that's why I like making international friends, because you never know. This is almost done. Just this top part, and then what's going to happen is the button part, right, that you put in the middle is going to go. It gets inserted into the top, so I would just glue it into there. You have a look, and yeah, always a bonus having international peeps. Yeah, Adam, it's just have a look at what, YouTube. Yeah, I've been doing. I posted on. Well, I did it on Instagram, but like. Where's my, there it is. I've got a, there's the YouTube archive, right? So I've been posting a different, oh my god, hang on. Oh. Man, smoke if you got 'em. That was fantastic. Nothing wrong with my prostate. At least not anymore. I blew anything I had in there out. It's good. It was delicious. The fart. Yeah. I mean, if you eat farts. You ever seen that? Not Angry Birds. What's you know, he does the birds graphics. Something birds. What's the name of it? Not Angry Birds. Now I can't remember the name of his series. One of the quips is eat farts. Well, it's finally time to replace that chair after that one. Hey, Hayes, yeah. If and when they ever make a Star Wars gaming chair that would be a suitable replacement, I'd probably be like, all right, it's time. Until then, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I'd probably like put it in the garage and like free to a good home. Because it's broken as all get out. And I've had it forever. Although the other chairs, they have like armrests. And I took them all. I took the armrest on this one off because they just kept getting in the way. All right, here we go. Moment of truth. Let's get this stuff off. Oops, got a little bit of gold there. All that glitters is gold. Only shooting stars break the mold. I gotta change the filament. Speaking of changing filament, I printed out a new clip for storing filament. It worked very, very well. I posted it in the 3D Printing Fun channel. Star Wars Emperor Death Throne. Yeah, that'd be a little too big for this space, I think. I know what you're talking about. I know what that one is. Oops. It'd be a little too big. Deck. I've got to clip this. The cool thing about this clip is that it keeps everything wound taut. You simply slide the filament into the hole. There we go. Not too hard though, because go. It's seemingly in. See, and then it clips it in. It's got it in. Won't move. Like I had this one clipped in with the old clip that I'm not going to use anymore. This was the old clip. It's just a bit more loose than I wanted it to be. Going with this atomic, the bloody atomic. I'm going to upcycle these. So does this actually fit in? A couple. No, not yet. Thank you, Kennelit.
Kennelit just subscribed.
Kennelit, welcome. Good to see you from Yoko's stream. I usually see you over there. Glad to have you here hanging out. Right now, I'm in the middle of swapping filaments because I am basically printing Kennelit.
Kennelit shared X500.
One hell of a start. Thank you so much. Appreciate that support, the sub, and those cheers. So this is a it's the charge from Mandalorian. The charge, and so I need to print the red on top. And that's what I'm about to do. If you give me a moment, I gotta slice it, get it going, and then, whoops, we will be rocking and rolling. That's what it is. Yes, it is. Did I eat the hot dog? I did, and it was delicious. It tasted exactly like a quote-unquote normal hot dog. Like, I would be shocked if anybody could tell the difference between the hot dog that I ate and a quote-unquote real hot dog. Now, this, I'm printing at 0.05 ultra detail, 0.05, because I wanted it to be smooth. Actually, you know, I could probably get away with it 0.10. Let's see how that looks. Specifically the top. Yeah, we're just going to go 0.10. There we go. Sliced, and going to load it. And then after this is loaded, I'm going to start the print. It's going to take 16 minutes, according to the timer. And then I would like to do tonight's advice video, if you do not mind. I think that would be kind of fun to do. The only thing that I'm curious about, Moff Gideon character and actor is so good. Oh, he is. Giancarlo Esposito. Loyal, I'm telling you, the hot dog was perfect. Sweet Earth generally makes really good products. This is first or second one I've had from Sweet Earth. Now I'm not sure. I have Sweet Earth bacon that's coming, and I'm very much looking forward to the Sweet Earth bacon. But I can tell you, Loyal, if you find the Sweet Earth hot dogs, they're good. Grab them, grill them as normal, eat them as you would a normal hot dog, and I will be shocked. Based on texture, based on flavor, I would be shocked if you could taste the difference. No worries, Kurt. The only thing I'm concerned about here is I'm not sure. Like, I've got the base and then the top part here, but they don't actually interlock, and I don't want to glue one on top of the other, otherwise you lose the greebles. So it's kind of interesting how they managed that. It's at the same scale. I'm a little weirded out, but it is what it is. extreme close-up on the camera. Yeah, here. So they're the greebles, right? And unfortunately, despite them having the same like magnetic type of bait, oh, I wonder if it's like this. No, that doesn't make any sense. Because, well, unless that's supposed to be the bottom. Is that supposed to be the bottom? That may have to be the bottom. And then this is the, that's got to be it. This is the bottom. This is the top. And inside you can insert a magnet. That's, okay, so now that makes sense. So I'll have to glue it together. You know, once this is, the inside goes in there. And then go that direction, so. Did Loyal hear me? Sorry. Did he go? Loyal's probably multitasking. Don't blame him. I just want to make sure he got his answer. Like, it's the great texture. Oh, tomorrow, Loyal, if Loyal's still here, I'm getting another vegan hot dog. I'm getting the ones I recommended, the field roast hot dog. So I'm going to be taste testing a vegan field roast hot dog against the Sweet Earth hot dog, just to see which one tastes better, which one tastes more like a hot dog. You put a blinking LED. Yeah, this wouldn't necessarily accommodate a blinking LED, though, unfortunately. I'm sure I'd much rather know what is in that hot dog than what's in a real one. A Hayes, that's exactly what I said. That's precisely what I said. The only thing is, I'm not sure how I can get it to align perfectly. As much as I would love to put a magnet in there, I don't have a magnet. I'm not going to buy separate magnets for this. So that way, you know, it can kind of stick on something. Maybe I'll have to look for one on Amazon, grab a few just for future projects. But that way I could put a magnet inside and then it's a magnetized. But you can see why I'm using this particular red for the button on top. I thought that would be kind of fun. Okay, so tonight's advice. I've got a little bit kind of queued up. So I've been online ever since I can remember there being an internet, starting in the early 90s, at least as far as I was concerned. And I enjoyed it immensely. It changed my life, and I knew it changed my life the very moment I sent my first email, which nowadays is commonplace. It's routine. Not a big deal. We can do this. But back then, the internet was amazing. It was something that the world had never seen before, and the options seemed limitless, despite being incredibly limited back in the day. I mean, I remember getting excited because you could run certain utilities, like being able to check when someone was online. You would effectively finger them. There was a thing where you could finger a soda machine at some other random university on the planet. That was exciting. There wasn't a lot to do online, so you know, you had to go with what you could find. Not just good, I thought it was spectacular. The internet certainly changed my life, and I'm definitely not a digital native. And one of the first things that I got addicted to, I mean, beyond the internet and being online, I mean, that's one thing. Oh, cool, I'm using a computer, I'm connected to a greater network, okay. But the thing that drove my addiction to the internet, and what drove me even deeper, and what effectively pushed me on the path to what happened to be my career, you know, what got me further interested in writing and discovering how technology could transform experiences and lives and careers. It was a bulletin board, a BBS, not one that you dialed into with a modem necessarily, or at least not directly. It was one that you used to use Telnet to get to, ISCA. I was on ISCA back in the day, and that may not mean much to many people, but to get to ISCA, you would basically connect to it from your remote machine, and up to 200 some odd people could be online at any given time, just 200, 400, whatever. There was a limit of how many people could be online at the same time to communicate with each other in real time. Forget email, right? And yeah, we had phone on VMS and talk on pretty much every system that we had access to. That was real-time chat, but real-time chat with up to 200 different people. It was mind-blowing. It was incredible here I am sitting inside a computer lab, right? Well, maybe not right now, but back in the day. And I was chatting. This is before IRC. Chatting. Before AOL Instant Messenger, ICQ, any of that stuff. Chatting in real time with people. It was a whole new world that was open to me. Because up until that point, I knew nothing like it. We didn't know anything like it. And this was my early years in college, right? Where I wasn't even sure what I wanted to be when I grew up. Well, honestly, I still don't know what I want to be when I grow up. But I just relished that idea to be able to communicate in real time with any amount of people that might be connected to the same system. I was probably chatting about Star Wars, yes. That's how I first discovered that Yak Face was a vintage figure before we knew it as vintage and before the modern figures rolled out in the mid-90s. So I feel that I had an opportunity that very few people had. It came along at the right time. I was in the right place. I know now that we take these things for granted. And Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, whatever, right? These are amazing platforms, like world-changing platforms, paradigm-shifting platforms. But at the heart of all of them, it's people. Yes, we have bots. I love the bots as much as anybody else loves the bots. But people, that's what drove my interest in technology. Not the technology. Didn't care. Didn't care about the hardware. People. I wanted to connect with other people. I always longed to connect with other people. And this is one thing that I wanted to talk about today, a bit of advice to everybody. I understand you're staring at a screen right now. You're looking at a screen, wherever that screen happens to be. No idea, no clue, don't care. Because you're listening to me. You are hearing me. You're hearing what I'm laying down. And people have the propensity to not see people on the other side of the screen as people. Whether we're creators, streamers, whatever, when you're staring at that screen, do you see a person? And I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the person you're communicating with, because let's face it, you're probably communicating with people on a daily basis. Regular basis, certainly. Maybe not. Maybe you choose not to communicate with anybody, right? You want to be passive. Fine. I have no problem with that. But when it comes to interacting with people, understand we are not technology. You are using technology to connect with us, okay? Whether we're talking about us as creators, streamers, or us as people who are just on the other side of your screen. People forget when they use technology to communicate with other people that they're not communicating with technology. They're communicating with people. They're interacting with people using technology. Technology is merely the gateway to connect with other people. So I implore you, stop treating people like robots. Stop treating people like they are a microwave. Stop treating people like they are only there, they only exist to serve you and to be at your beck and call. That's the point I'm driving home here. Why did I say microwave, right? Why did I say that? Well, because you go up to a microwave, you say, all right, I need to reheat something, or I'm gonna press a button, then I'm good, okay? Do your thing. It's done, great, okay, got exactly what I needed. Yay! People don't work that way. And I can't tell you how irritating it is to see over and over and over again so many people who I believe are well-intentioned treating other people like they're robots, like they're automatons, like they exist online specifically and solely for the reason that you might need them to exist. That's not how it works. Stop trying to interact with people and treating them like they're technology. If you're interacting with a robot, okay, fine, it's a robot. Who cares? If you're interacting with AI, fine, who cares? It's AI, right? Artificial intelligence. But if you're interacting with people, treat them like people. know that they're people. Because if you don't understand that, you're not quite on the same playing field here. People are people. They're not robots. And I understand you want the internet on your terms, but people aren't going to exist on your terms. They're people, right? And I see this happen all the time with subscribers or followers or whatever. Like, you know, especially for people that might have a great amount of notoriety. I'm not one of them, obviously. But certainly in those situations, when those people do something that's not to your liking, well, remember, they're people, okay? So I'm not even going to go as far as to say don't tell them anything you wouldn't tell them to their face, because you may do that. But respect the fact that they're a person. And interacting with them as though they were an automaton is just, it reflects very poorly on the person that is expecting that the person they're communicating with is an automaton. They're not. People aren't robots, at least not yet. I mean, the cybernetic thing may happen at some point in the future. I mean, who knows what's going to have Brave New World? But I see it happen over and over again. It's an immense amount of selfishness, unintended selfishness, unintended, the word's right on the tip of my tongue. Pompousness? It's a bit pompous. It's a bit, overreaching. It is entitlement. That was the word. To expect that anybody else that you're communicating with on the internet, despite you liking what they do, despite you never having met them in real life, it's somewhat weird to expect that they are there to make you happy. Now, let me go ahead and take a sidestep here. Again, I'm saying this is, I believe it's unintended. I'm not saying, I hope no one's doing this on purpose. It's unintended. And it could very well be that you haven't really thought it through, potentially, or other people haven't thought it through, because they're interacting with a screen. They're interacting with a slab of plastic and glass. This piece of technology, this hardware, right? Right? Yeah. It's hardware. Really? You stepped out of line? You have made me very unhappy. I don't like you anymore. You know you're talking to someone, right? Another human being that has thoughts and feelings and emotions. You're not just interacting with the screen. You're interacting with the person on the other side of the screen. Remember that. I implore you. And for anybody who does remember that you are interacting with other people, legitimate other people, unless, of course, again, they're bots, they're robots, AI, I'm not talking about that. Some people may need a reminder. Many people, according to my feed, need a reminder. I've said this before, I'll say it again. Twitter's a great place to tell the world what you're thinking before you've had a chance to think about it. We have become so desensitized to our own humanity that we tend to forget it when we're interacting with other humans by way of technology. I implore you to remember that there's another person sitting on the other side of your screen in these moments. And maybe you don't need this advice. Great. You're ahead of the game. We're on the same playing field. Is that a thing? Is that it? I'm trying to do a sports metaphor. Not very good at the sports thing, obviously. I will stay away from the sports thing. So I might be streaming this live on Twitch. I might be uploading the clip to YouTube. I might be doing something right now on the other side of your screen. But I'm very much real. Treat me as such. And I ask you that you treat others as such. Because the moment you stop thinking about another person being on the other side of the screen is the moment that you're kind of losing the script. Even if they don't present themselves well or accurately, or what they write or how they are is representative of who they are, they're still another person. And they do not, I don't care who they are, I don't care how close to them you think you are, especially in a creator type of relationship or a celebrity type of relationship, they're still another person with their own thoughts and feelings and motivations and direction. Don't hold them responsible for how you feel, because that's how you feel. You're responsible for how you act upon that. You're responsible for how you treat others online, and in real life too, by the way. But online, certainly, because there's no response mechanism. Because it's easy to type in a very rude comment. You know, it's very easy to get overtaken by emotions. I'm guilty of that, no doubt. But when that happens, that's all the more reason to remember your humanity and the humanity of the person on the other side of the screen. So they may not be doing something that you enjoy. Fine, okay. Do you really need to tell them? Do you? Do they really need to know? What's that gonna prove? What's that gonna do? And I'm not talking about someone you're a friend of, right? I'm not talking about someone you're in a relationship with. You're just a random person. Any person. Me, maybe. Right? Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind the next time you go to interact with someone online. Ooh. I've got to glue this together. I 3D printed the grab charge from Mandalorian tonight. Well, it turned out really nice. I picked the perfect filament color for that. Whoa! Kind of cool. Aveline French, I think, dovetails it perfectly. We can't control people. We can only control our thoughts and actions. Precisely. So just remember, there's another person on the other side. So before you think they're not going to read what you write, or to take what you say to heart, think twice. You're not interacting with the screen. You're not interacting with an inanimate object. You're interacting with another human being. And it's been that way ever since I interacted with my first human, which sounds really sterile. Ever since my first experience in real-time communications with other people in the very early 90s. I figured that out very fast. Wow. I am connecting with people, but we've taken it for granted. We're surrounded by apps and platforms that are optimized for our likes. People aren't an algorithm. Okay? They're not a microwave. Okay? Hey, man, if this is resonating with you, awesome. Maybe it isn't. All the more reason to remind you that I'm a human and my wants, needs, and desires are different from yours, and sometimes those wants, needs, and desires intersect, and many times they won't. That's not a bad thing. That's just a human-to-human thing. Keep in mind, we're on the other side of the screen. There's an animate object, a conscious object. I've just objectified myself. There's a person, a living, breathing person on the other side of that inanimate screen. Remember that. And maybe there's someone in your life that doesn't remember that, and they need a reminder. Feel free to send this video along. I'll shake them up. I feel I've been pretty direct about this. That tends to be my methodology. But tell me where I'm wrong. Am I wrong? You're not interacting with other human beings, and they don't have independent thoughts and emotions, and they're not controlled by your feed, and they're not there to serve you 110%? Because there's a lot of that that's going around. Talking about people. People. I'm a people. You're a people. Wouldn't you like to be a people too? Well, I tell you what, this charge came out awesome. Look at that top. Boy, I picked it. Oh, look at that. That is just absolutely perfect. Can you use Prime credit? You can. You can use Prime credit. Well, you got one Prime subscription a month. You still opt for a flashing LED? Yeah, but I don't have an LED, and this model won't accommodate an LED, unfortunately. I'm debating. I got to see if I can find the magnet, because if I'm gluing it together, I kind of want to see about getting a magnet in there. Yeah, I'm not into the electronics things as much. The putting together for electronics. That was easy. Was it? It was. The charge was easy. The question I have, based upon the documentation that the artist has listed, 1/4 by 1/2 rare earth rod magnet. Let's see what we got. Hopefully tonight's advice was good. Dude, that's a bit thick. There we go. 1/4. Oh, okay. $27. Oh my god. How? I don't even. Oh, Schmidt. How? Those seem pretty. Oh, I guess that is short. Okay. $27. I would have to like print many of them to get to measure up to that. You know what? Oh, I can't. I was gonna say I could put a magnet down there, but that won't work. That's the only one I can find on Amazon right now. $27.
Hello there.
Well, is that Zach? Zach, I just laid down my advice for the night. But seriously, thanks. Sometimes the obvious needs to be spoken. Thank you. You're a fan of making people be better people? Thank you. So, Zach, good to see you. I just printed the magnet, the charge for Mandalorian. 2 different filaments here. I've got to glue it together, although I'm debating getting a magnet for inside and then making it magnetic before gluing it together. The problem is, you have a Prime credit. You're also downtown Disney in front of the Star Wars Trading Post. Oh, EB! No way! That's awesome. Do you see any new Star Wars things, EB? That is so cool. I love the fact that you're watching right now in front of the Star Wars Trading Post. Grab a few things for me. There's never a wrong Star Wars thing for me. Ever. Ever. A Prime credit. I'm not sure how you do the Prime sub, unfortunately. I'm not sure what the instructions are. Amazon? Is that? I don't know. Prime? No, that's not it. I'm not sure where the instructions are, unfortunately. So tonight's advice was, don't treat people like robots. Don't treat people like technology. That's the bottom line. Staples still carry them? Staples does? Oh, interesting. It gives you an option when you go to sub. Oh, tier 1 on Prime. There you go. Thank you, Kurt. There you go. Thank you, Mark. Does EB83CO need to do a live FaceTime? Yes. Anytime you are in front of a Star Wars anything, it is internet law that you have to do that. Let me see if I can find it on Staples, because Amazon was just way too pricey. Way too pricey. Home Depot has them? Really? Oh, yeah, that's way better. 10-pack. How to get it. Can I pick it up? Oh, there we go. Is that a, yeah, there we go. Rare earth magnet. Okay. Looks like I'm getting a 10-pack for like $10. That's worth it. I'm like, okay, $10, that's fine. Because then I can print other ones, right? You know what I'm saying? So I'll do that. I'll do that later. All right, so I found what I was looking for. And that looks like exactly what I needed. Chris is wise. I tried to update someone's firmware now. A judge said I can't go within 200 feet of them. People are not technology. No, they're not. Don't ever try to update an individual's firmware. They have to be who they are. And Loyal, did you catch my update on the hot dog situation? I don't know if you heard it, but it's perfect. The Sweet Earth hot dogs are perfect. Perfect texture, perfect flavor. The only thing that would probably be different is how you grill it, necessarily. I did it in a pan, which is probably not the most prime. You could use like your own grill or George Foreman or whatever. The casing may grill up differently, but the flavor, the texture, most importantly, was spot on. You put it with the bun and all your other condiments, I would be shocked if you could tell the difference. If anything, I would say that mine was potentially a slightly more firm, more of a traditional Frankfurter than a hot dog, but not, not bad, not bad at all. If you boiled it in water, it would probably have, I suppose, boiling it in water would probably loosen up the texture. Maybe the next one I try, I'll boil in water. My mom used to boil in water the hot dogs. The name of it, it was regular. It wasn't spicy. And Loyal, tomorrow, just so you know, hot dog up. You sent me. I love you, Loyal. Loyal has sent me on this hot dog adventure that I was not expecting I would go down. But he was asking the other night, like, what hot dogs do you like? And he loves Nathan's, and I used to love them too. Here you go, Zach. By the way, there's an update. There's where the hot dogs I was talking about, vegan, Sweet Earth. They make a lot of vegan products. Tomorrow, I'm getting a hold of the hot dogs I recommended to you, or at least the brand I recommended. The not Sweet Earth, but I'm blanking on the name. The one I recommended to you, Field Roast. I'm getting Field Roast hot dogs tomorrow, so I'm going to try Field Roast side by side with the vegan dog, or the other one. I may end up firing up or cleaning up the George Foreman grill and grilling on there, just to see, what happens. I got a new George Foreman, so I'll try that. And then, Loyal, I'm also getting vegan bacon. So tomorrow, I'm going to do a vegan hot dog taste test. This one passed. Sweet Earth, thumbs up. I believe that the Field Roast is probably also going to be pretty good based upon my Field Roast experiences in the past. And then tomorrow, I got vegan bacon from Sweet Earth. They're known for quality. That's Seitan. And so I'm willing to give it a shot. A lot of people really liked it. I'm not expecting a miracle. I'm not expecting, like, perfect, like, oh, yeah, it's bacon. We'll see. But the hot dogs, I have no problem. The ones I tried, I have zero problem recommending. Zero problem. What time? You want to see my reaction to the taste of them? All right, Loyal. I've been close to 6 because I usually turn the pan on, but I guess I can spend a little more time in the kitchen tomorrow. Because I'll get the George Foreman grill kind of prepared. Got to wash off, clean off a few of the things. All right, Avaline, thank you so much for the lights. We were red last time. We're going purple this time. Here's the purple. It's more violet. But what I can do tomorrow is I don't want to. What I'll do for you, Loyal. I'm not joking either. I'll wait until you can join. I'm inclined to start it closer to 6, but I can wait until you join before I go downstairs, plug in the George Foreman, and get it going. Or what I can do is just easily do it on the frying pan like I did before. It's not exactly the same as a grill, right, or boiling hot dogs, as my mom used to do. It was a thing. Maybe it was a Midwest thing. Because when you do it on the pan, it handles it differently. But it was good. It tasted like a hot dog. And I'm not just saying the taste, because it did. The taste was spot on. The texture was spot on. The kind of the spongy, juicy, salty, flavorful hot dog flavor. And then, when I added the deli mustard, because I had some deli mustard on the side, it was like, oh my God, I'm eating a hot dog. Like, so, like, the more condiments you put on it, the more hot dog it is. So I think it's worth a shot. I mean, you eat hot dogs. Next time you see something like that, I would not recommend getting a vegan hot dog without my recommendation, though. Because there are a lot of alternative products that are not worth spending money on. Fred Meyer might have them, yes. Because I got mine at QFC today. Fred Meyer might also have the other ones too, the field roast stuff. Although, like I said, the field roast sausages, they're not hot dogs, obviously, but the field roast sausages are stellar. Oh, spectacular. Yeah, I'm a fan of those. But it doesn't take much to make me happy. I've always been happy with meat. I was always a fan of the meat stuff. So I've had plenty of sausages in my life, plenty of hot dogs in my life, plenty of beef, pork, chicken. And these are equally as satisfying if I had to scratch that itch. No worries. Do your thing, Loyal. Do your thing. Life is always a priority. Does a vegan hot dog taste like a normal hot dog? Yes, Avaline tastes exactly like a normal, quote-unquote, normal hot dog. It does. And I'm not just saying that. I've got no horse in this race. If it didn't, I'd be saying, yeah, it's not quite there. The texture, not just the flavor, the texture is what makes it work. That you don't understand until you're like... There have been times that I've bitten into like an alternative product going, is this real? Because... it feels like it's real. Tastes like it's real. How long has it been since I ate a meat hot dog? A mystery meat hot dog filled with lips and assholes? How long? At least 5 years. The only vegan product or non-vegan product or food that I've intentionally eaten in recent years was a salmon, because I was like, people were saying, oh, well, you know, that it may make you feel better. I'm like, it didn't. I didn't feel any difference. So I was like, okay, well, I'm not missing anything. Language. Well, sorry. You're right, found these vegan chicken tenders from Aldi are perfect. Dude, I'm telling you, the chicken stuff, especially the chicken nuggets, especially the fried stuff, no one can tell the difference. Nobody can tell the difference between a vegan chicken nugget in the frozen aisle and a quote-unquote real chicken nugget made of pink slime. I'm telling you. They're spot on. Hot dogs, it's a bit more challenging because there's not much... You can't... The breading's, you know, not in the way or anything. But that's where I was really kind of interested. I'm like, how close can we get to a hot dog here? It was a hot dog. It was a hot dog. No doubt. Pricey. Sometimes you have to pay the price for vegan stuff. But honestly, even the vegan cheese that I got on sale for like $3, I'm like, that would be the price of normal shredded cheese. So I just wait till a lot of the stuff goes on sale. Nope, you've tested the theory, no one knew. Zach, that's what I'm saying. If you don't tell someone that they're eating something that's vegan, they wouldn't know. They just wouldn't know. My dad does not like chicken. So I'm kind of curious to know. I'm like, do you want to try a nugget? Do you want to try this? There's no there is literally no chicken in it. None whatsoever. At all. But he's got a psychosomatic thing about chicken. Soylent, I will continue to avoid. Curious to know how you react to the bacon. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the bacon more so than the hot dog. I mean, I enjoyed tonight's hot dog, but tomorrow I'll make that, the Sweet Earth hot dog alongside the field roast hot dog. It'll be a night in the Perillo kitchen, but I'm very, very interested in the bacon. I'm like, so I'm thinking I'm probably going to fry up the bacon first, the bacon, quote unquote bacon, if only to get, you know, the flavor in there and then put the hot dogs in, just kind of make them bacon hot doggy. Fake bacon. Seitan, I think, is the food. Seitan is the name of it. Here, let me show you. The bacon that I'm looking at, it is not sweet. Is it Sweet Earth? Yeah, Sweet Earth bacon. Benevolent bacon is what they call it. And I don't know anything about this, but I've wanted to try it. I've tried so many bacon alternatives and they all suck. But this is the one here. Hey, Loyal. This is the one I want to try. Based on a lot of ratings, 4 stars out of 5. It's even got fiber in it. Smoky, saucy, and savory. But I want to try it. I want to see how it works. I want to see how it tastes. I want to see. I want to know the texture more than anything. And that's when Loyal was gone. That's what I was mentioning. To me, a lot of the vegan alternatives aren't so much about flavor as they are texture. It's true. The flavor, okay, yeah. I mean, I've had a lot of different flavors in my life, but it's the texture that's, in my opinion, more critical than the actual flavor. Flavor's got to be good, but they've got to nail the texture. The texture's got to be like spot on. And it's more difficult to do with a hot dog, especially if you're just eating the wiener without condiments. Easier to accommodate that. The more condiments you pile onto something, the less you can taste any individual flavor, right? It's just the amalgamation of those flavors. So but I like trying the new stuff. I mean, I've always been kind of adventurous when it came to trying new foods. And the vegan stuff, I don't always jump on. I'm like, yeah, I don't know. The ice cream's easy. Like I cannot taste the difference between a dairy and a non-dairy ice cream. I cannot. Like there's no difference. As far as I'm concerned, there's no difference. They're creamy, sweet, whatever flavor. Like it is ice cream. It's freaking ice cream. So that's an easy win. The meat stuff, it boils down to texture, though. Always boils down to texture. The hot dog was easy. You're disappointed you did not get a response. A response in what? You did. We were talking. We were telling you. You did get a response. What are you talking about? You did get a response. No, it's in the Amazon. Is it Amazon sub is in the regular sub menu? You did get a response though. We were talking about it. I know because I was here. There's only two groups of people in this world: those who've eaten bacon, those who have yet to. Yeah. I trust me, I loved bacon. I was a bacon fiend. I don't miss it though. I've had flavors close to it, like there's a certain black olive that has a very similar curing process that is eerily reminiscent to bacon, eerily reminiscent of bacon, I should say. Chris, you started using this oat and almond milk mix lately with my coffee cereal. It's quite nice. Oh, nice. You're at Downtown Disney? Yes, EB, that's awesome. I found it's a vegan creamer, obviously vegan, a plant-based creamer that I've been having with my, my Sharona. No, my Ticino. It's pretty tasty. It's pretty good. It's not my favorite, and I've even tried my favorite creamer that I'd normally have in coffee, and that's not as good. So it's just interesting, like depending on what you put it in. I've tried Nut Pods. Nut Pods does very well with the Ticino. So if you do Ticino, Nut Pods is a very nice complement to that. But I like my Ticinos very, very, very thick. Like I do them very thick. In fact, I'd stand and do a Ticino, but it would take a while because I don't have the water ready. Otherwise, I'd go downstairs. Let's go make some Ticino. Ticino is very tasty. Give me a second. Ah. Ticino. True. Taking a while to get used to it all, but it's not upsetting my tummy like normal milk. Oh! Oat milk has been good so far? That's awesome. Asgardian Wookiee, I can't... The problem when I go remote is that I can't see chat. Let me see if I can figure out how to do this. Oops, not that. I'm going to see if I can see chat while at the same time as vlogging remotely. No, that's not going to work. Give me a second. Where's Google Glass when you need it? Yeah, no doubt, Zach. Give me a second. I'm trying to... I'm trying to figure out how to do the dual screen app. There we go. Open in split screen view. Split screen app. Let's go ahead and refresh this. Okay, now, theoretically, I will be able to see chat. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We are going to... We're going to rotate this. We're going to flip down to quad view. There we go. Okay, so maybe low quality right now. But you know what I need to do? I need to flip it. And the reason why I need to flip it is because I need to be able to see chat at the same time. Okay. So now I can see the chat. I figured out how to do it. Sorry for the echo there. It may not be wide angle. We're gonna make some Ticino. And the reason why is because I want to show the creamer to Asgardian Wookiee so they can watch out for it. Here's some of my 3D printed stuff in here. I've got to find, a different shelf tier to put more up here. There's a lot of wasted space. I don't like wasted space. You need to throw a delay in there so the audio is, yeah, it's you can't, not easily, oops. It's not easily done, trust me. Okay, so we're gonna make some Ticino. First, we need to get the flavor. Vanilla nut. We're gonna go with vanilla nut. Now they have many flavors of Ticino. Right now, I have vanilla nut. I have French roast and maca chocolate. Then I also have a Java, which I've already run through. So I have a Java flavor as well. So we're gonna go with some vanilla nut, because that sounds good right now. Gonna make it. We need to get the electric kettle. Sorry, I mean, I understand I'm really close, but that's as wide angle as I can get. We need to add more water here. Sounds like I'm peeing, right? Just gotta take a break here. Putting it on stand. I usually go to about 200. So I usually do about 200. I don't want it boiling, it'd be a little too hot. Now, this is the device that I use. This is the Ingenuity. I use loose leaf. You have to make sure that the bottom is loose, otherwise it won't work right. So now, I need to... I got the... I've got an old Pete's Coffee and Tea scoop. This is 2 tablespoons. So I usually do about 2 tablespoons of whichever Ticino I'm going for. Make sure it's stomped in. This is ready for when the kettle boils or comes to a boil. You got your new model ATT. I missed that. But... Put that back in the pantry. Always important to clean up when you're done. Off the light. Now this is the creamer I was talking about. Nut pods, by the way. Is Asgardian Wookiee still with us? Asgardian Wookiee. I'm not gonna say I'm doing this for Asgardian Wookiee, but for the most part, nut pods make good. Okay, good. Nut pods make a good creamer. You may want to look into nut pods. And then recently at my Kroger chain, they've had these. It's called Picnic. There's a keto one and then the vegan one. The only one I've had is vegan.
but it's a combination of cashew milk, coconut cream. So it's very creamy, like very, very good. Not too many calories, at least pretty average. Made with coconut cream, and they say MCT, so medium triglyceride chains. I don't even know why. Quickly converted into ketones, primary fuel source for your brain and muscles. I don't know. I'm not into the whole weight loss thing as much as other people. Now I need a mug. Okay, so we need to choose a mug. So which mug should I go with? Should I go with a Star Wars mug or a Star Wars mug? Which one? You know, tonight I'm feeling like Star Wars. It's okay. So we're gonna go with the Star Wars mug. And now we play the waiting game. This is the easiest way to boil water or heat it up, certainly. Yeah, we got a lot of big Baby Yoda mugs. A lot. Good choice at the start. Thank you, Fix 'em, dude. I kind of pride myself in that. I'm like, I feel kind of good about the Star Wars mug. Feel kind of good. So, anyway, this is the creamer I was talking about. This is the one you may want to look into. Asgardian Wookiee. Or if you can't get that, Nut Pods. They more likely than not have Nut Pods at your grocery store because they're pretty prevalent. But I've enjoyed this with Nut Pods just as much. Just depends on whatever's cheaper. When Chris goes to the kitchen, it reminds me of the vlogs. Yeah, kind of. This is very vloggy. It's live vloggy. This is as vloggy as I ever vlog. Thanks for the heads up. Gonna look for them. Do it. Because if you're already going down that route, man, you might as well go all the way. Yeah, it's vegan creamer is also paleo and keto. You won't miss the dairy, so no dairy. If I'm eating it, assume it's safe for you. Who's keeping the Nut Pods counter? Oh, God, do I keep saying Nut Pods? Kind of sounds like it's almost done. I have a great jawline. Well, thank you. I've been working on it. It's part of my program to have lost 40 pounds. Seriously, I've lost, well, at lowest weight, I've lost 40 pounds over the past year. 40. Mind you, I was vegan then as much as I am now. You can still gain weight being vegan. All right, it's beeping, so that means it's done. I'm gonna go ahead and set this down. Okay, so y'all, so this is what's gonna happen. Got this ready here. I pour it into a certain height. I've done this a few times. That. I pour a little bit of water into the mug, if only so I don't lose much in the heat transfer. Shut the lid. Go to my $20 smartwatch. Set the timer for 5 minutes. There. That's right. I refuse to spend more than $20 on a smartwatch right now. Refuse. So glad I did not. I dropped my creamer. So effectively, this is going to steep between 3 and 5 minutes. I usually set it for about 5 minutes. Then when it's done steeping, what I'll do is I'll remove this this spoon and then set this on top of the mug. The tea will drain out from the bottom. I'll rinse out the grounds and then basically pour in the creamer when it's ready. And then we will have a giant mug of Ticino. This will be my 4th or 5th cup of Ticino today. I've had a lot of Ticino today. Yeah, I'm spoiling myself. Get your drops in. Drop and pop. Actually, I don't know if you can pop right now. I don't know if pops are happening. I cannot back that up. And now we play the waiting game. We got about 4 minutes left. So yeah, there's a raffle going, and other stuff. Just hanging in the kitchen. You can see it's getting nice and dark. I'm telling you, man, Ticino's fun. It's tea. Chino. Like the Chino in West Side Story, right? Maybe not. That was his name, right? Chino from West Side Story. Well, we have a little Baby Yoda solar panel moving head. That's going on. You can enjoy that. There you go. Do I still exercise? I do not. If anything, I walk. So if I do anything, it's usually a power walk. My style is more walking, power walking, fast walking. I don't exercise beyond that. I do my best. And right now I'm kind of at a high point, but I do my best to, congratulations for landing the pool, Aveline. I do my best to watch how much I eat on a daily basis. So I watch my caloric intake, or at least try to. It doesn't always happen. I try to stay within a certain set of parameters. But after my birthday, I got a whole bunch of I'm still getting through the donuts, right? And I've picked up a whole bunch of fun foods on sale, right? And just kind of enjoying them. But I'll only eat one a day, right? So I'm pacing myself, but I'm trying not to eat too much. Later on, after the stream, I'll probably make popcorn. Probably. About 1:33. Do I not read all the comments? No, I didn't see the comment. I figured out how to do. I remember. I'm like, wait, I can do split screen. So I'm split screening the remote camera in the chat. So if I missed the comment, it's because I can only see 3 comments at a time. And sometimes Stream Elements comments pop up in between. So that would be why. I'm glad that I remember, like, wait, I can see comments when I'm remote. Derp. Silly me. I always forget about the split screen stuff on Android. Yeah, it's definitely not iOS. I don't even think it's oops, sorry, that was my fault. I don't even think I have wide angle on this. Facing front. Here, wait. Is this? That's kind of more wide angle. That's wide angle-ish, yeah. That's more of a wide angle. You can split screen on iOS, but I don't know how that would work with NDI. Oh no, I'm using OBS Ninja. This is when I'm remote. I just use OBS Ninja because the 3D printer is using NDI. You can't have, at least I haven't been able to figure out how to pull in 2 NDI sources on OBS or in OBS. Okay. We are done. Timer's going. So we're going to go ahead and turn this here. Turn off the timer. Oops, no. Pause. Cancel. Yes. Drop out. Water. I do that just because it keeps the mug warm, so you don't lose much heat from the transfer. And then, give me a second. Let me show you. What you do is you set the Ingenuity atop the mug. The water drains through. That steeped water drains through and leaves nothing but the grounds. And then, I make sure I get it all. Don't want to waste. And then what you do is you rinse it out. That's it. Cleanup's done. It's clean. It's done. Cleanup is done. That's it. That's all it took to clean up loose leaf tea. Then I usually measure out a hefty amount, 2 tablespoons or so of the creamer. And then I'm basically, that's it. I'm basically done. So, Asgardian Wookiee, I'm very glad, I'm very grateful that you asked the questioner, that you put that out there, because now you have given me the excuse I needed to have another Ticino that I wasn't necessarily planning to have. But, you know, since when is that a problem? That's the great thing about Ticino, is you could drink it like day or night. Like there's no limitation necessarily. It's tea. And then whatever creamer. You could even drink the tea straight, although it's not my favorite thing to do. Give me a second.
All right. Sorry, the chat reset there, but excellent. You're welcome, and thank you for the information. Absolutely, Asgardian Wookiee, always happy to help a fellow Star Wars fan. And Marvel fan. I'm a fan of the MCU, personally. Whoa, Mark, that's a nice landing. Oh, man. I'm not saying I'm a huge fan of Ticino, but, like, I've become a huge fan of Ticino. I've come to enjoy it immensely now that I've lost my ability to drink coffee. Although I've had thoughts, because I had some caffeine accidentally the other day, and it wasn't horrible. So I'm thinking I may try to do a decaf shot of tomorrow. I'm thinking about it. The thing about Ticino is it's best... Well, you can drink it cold. You could make it cold. I think Diana's probably going to make Ticino popsicles at some point. But it's good warm. It's very good warm. Well, DG, I did not want to quit coffee. I was kind of forced to quit coffee. My body just wasn't having it. Ticino sponsorship. Yeah, they don't know who I am. That's probably not going to happen. I'm guessing that's just not the cards. Yeah, I like I said, I had that refresher or whatever, and there was a little bit of caffeine in it, and I could definitely feel it. And I stopped myself and I dumped the rest of it. I was like, no, I don't want to have this again. You get headaches and you can't poop when you skip coffee. I get headaches, but I'm with you. All right, I don't get headaches anymore. But yes, Fucho, this is the reason I had to up my fiber intake. Because I have problems pooping too without coffee. It's the biggest problems. So, yeah, I miss that. I miss that immensely. And now I have to overdo the fiber intake. Yeah, up your fiber. It's true. So I don't know if my body has completely healed from it, but like I said, after having the run-in with caffeine the other day, a very light amount, I'm like, well, I survived and it wasn't that bad. Maybe I can try a shot of decaf and see how I handle it. With any luck. I'll still keep my fiber intake high, because I need that. Like, it's like, and the problem is, the fiber intake of where I am now, like, the gummies that I've been taking, like, normally it would be like, take 3, and there's your RDA or whatever, here's 25%, take 3. I'm like, no, I basically need to take 9 a day. I need to take 9 vegan fiber gummies a day in order to get what I need to go. It's true. I know, it's TMI, but it's true. What light are we going with here? Asgardian Wookiee. Headaches and withdrawal from lack of caffeine are horrible. Yeah, but, they were bad. They were. I had headaches, certainly, but I got over it. It's been fine. I haven't had one in a bit. Well, actually, if I go pink, it's a little more dramatic. There you go. So yeah, I do miss that. That's probably the thing I miss most about the coffee. Because I've got my routine now. I've got the routine in making the Ticino. That's fine. And then I can have more than one cup. But the regularity is the thing I suffered from most. So I'm trying another refried bean. I just ordered it. It'll be here tomorrow. But I like the Ritual too, GG. That's why I switched to the Ticino. This is the Ritual. But and the fact that I can have multiple cups and it doesn't impact me is amazing. I've been eating pinto bean or refried beans since Diana's been gone, like a different can a day. And there's some amount of oil in it, and I think there's too much. So I'm gonna try these other ones that don't have any oil in the ones I just got from online order form, and just to see if I handle things better. So I'm hoping that is the difference, because if that's the case, then I'm sitting much better than relying on the other beans. And then I'll just hold on to the beans, and then Diana or Jedi could eat them, or she can mix them in with something or whatever. But I'm hoping that will alleviate my need somewhat to have as much fiber as I do, because there's fiber in beans, but the problem is the cans of refried beans that I've been eating have oil in them. And anytime I can handle fat, I can handle oil, but I believe that's contributing to my intestinal system not being able to process that fiber as well. So I have to kind of go overboard with the fiber to compensate. So I'm hoping, and I'll find out. I won't find out for like 2 days, but I'm hoping that it'll get better. I'm hoping. So until then, it's fiber breakfast, lunch, dinner. But they're gummies, so they're kind of fun. It's something fun to look forward to. So but I tried to reorder the gummies that I thought were a good price, and they were out of stock, so I've got to wait for them to come back in stock, but we'll see. Time to kick this fiber to the max. Yes. I think I'm at, with the 9 gummies, I think puts me at 75%. I might be able to go, a full 100. Like right before bed, pop some gummies. Because, that's the worst thing, right? Is not being able to go. And that's the thing that coffee always made it so much more easier to handle. So it's a trade-off. Do I want my body to go nuts with the caffeine and be happier there, or do I try to compensate in other ways? So I'm just trying to find myself in a pattern. I'm a big fan of finding patterns and sticking to patterns. I'm a huge fan of that. I'm very, 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 very much driven by patterns. And when I get kicked out of a pattern, it becomes a challenge. So like, even when Diana, that was my biggest fear, is when Diana was gone, I would lose my ability to have beans for lunch, right? For regularity. And that's something that I thought I would be able to circumvent, but it didn't happen the same way, because I had to basically drop coffee simultaneously. So, and then honestly, that would be for lunch, and then I've had like, I'm still getting through the donuts and the ice cream, the fun stuff that I've had. Those are kind of snacks, but those I'm getting through slowly. And then once they're gone, I'm not planning on replacing most of them. Thank you, Rad Nikki. That's a funny drop. Rad Nikki. Now, the nice thing about that Ticino is I'll be able to make that for Jedi, too. I'm like, Jedi, do you want some Ticino? I'll make you some. Because I've got little, like, tea bags, so what I'll be able to do is, like, make the cup for me and then make a small cup for her. And even add a little bit, a splash of the creamer. It'll be a nice little treat. Not that many calories at all. Give me a second. Whew. Whew. So I would like to raid I'm thinking of raiding Raquel. Normally she's singing, but she doesn't seem to. She seems to be listening. She plays guitar and sings. But I'm not sure if she's planning on singing. Open mic showcase. Oh, she's open mic showcasing. Sponsored by ButcherBox. Great. That's funny. But she interacts. Open mic showcase. I haven't had a chance to rate her. She's up pretty late. And she's sponsored by a very not vegan company. Which is funny. Because I'm going from talking about one thing. When you finally got your... Wait, what? Rad Nikki, I just saw your tweet. What happened? Did the screen freeze? Hey, Krusty. Can we raid Kobe? We've raided them like a few times. I hardly hear from him anymore. I do have him on in the background. I like raiding new people, though, if I have an opportunity. Personally, especially if I like them as a creator. As much as I like Kobe, I've got an option now with Raquel, and we've not had a chance to raid her yet. I met her, like, she was doing some kind of, like, stream on it was another sponsored stream. Of course, everybody's welcome to go over to Kobe LAX. Kobe LAX. No worries, EB. No worries at all. No worries at all. This is another music stream, though. Give me credit for that. We'll have a very small raid compared to how many people are watching her right now, but, you know, it doesn't hurt. She's a wonderful musician, takes requests, very interactive. That's why I liked her. That's why I started following her. Liz is not online right now, EB. She is traveling, but she'll be back soon. Yeah, Amish Ace, definitely done already. Zach Rutledge, thank you for popping in. Appreciate that. Busy times here. We're going to be rating Raquel, a musician here on Twitch. So that's who we're going into. I love you. I appreciate you. And at this point, I'm going to leave you to your own devices. May the force be with you always. Shout out again to Zach Rutledge. Shout out to Amish Ace right there. If I missed anybody else in shout outs, I do apologize sincerely. Sometimes I don't necessarily make that connection. But I appreciate all the support that everyone has given and continues to give. I'll be back again tomorrow night at 6 p.m. printing something new. I don't know if I'll have this part done. I've got to wait for the magnet to come in. But I'm kind of inclined to print another one of these. So I may end up doing another one of these prints. 2 or 3. of these Magna chargers, so that when they do come in, I've got like 3 or 4 of them. So, all right, I think I am good. We're Tusken raiding Raquel in 3, 2, 1. Yeah, Discord server. Discord, right? Like, boom. There's your Discord link. Oops.
Yes, please do. You can stay with me. Where are you at in Texas? Dallas. Okay, cool. I'm in Dallas all the time. What the hell? Yeah. Okay, cool. Word. Let's link up. Yeah. Let's link up. Yes, please. All right, guys. Jane Rio, everybody. Everybody say goodbye, and please go check out her channel. She's incredible, as you know. Bye, everyone. Bye. All right. We just got raided again. It's always in between these performances, which is nice because I get to talk to both of you. Chris Perillo, thank you so much. Chris Perillo, thank you so much for the raid. Thank you. Debate Co, Ed83 Co, thank you so much for the Twitch Prime. How are you? How was your stream? I hope it went well. You were doing science and technology? That makes me so excited. What kind of science? What kind of science and technology? All good here. Awesome. Well, thanks for stopping in. Thank you for stopping in. It's been, we've been doing an open mic all night. I haven't been performing. I usually perform. But tonight it's not about me, it's about chat, and it's about my community. So, it's really cool that you guys got to pop in and check this out. You're just a geek. 3D printing, nice. Okay. Well, it still counts, you know. New music streamers, hell yeah, Rutledge. Zach Rutledge. So yeah, tonight is an open mic night special by BIPOC Edition, which stands for Black, Indigenous, and or People of Color. And I'm just showcasing some people here. I'm showcasing some people that have been music streamers here, whether they're new or somewhere in between, veteran people. Yeah, we're just having a good time. Star Wars stuff, nice, very cool, very cool. You're waiting for the guy to come back. So we got one more musician left. And then that concludes our evening. Y'all got a whole schedule. Yeah, we do. Hang on a tick. Stay with me. So yeah, typically, guys, I do singer-songwriter stuff. I do covers as well. I guess I could play a song. I don't know. What do I even play? I'm gonna enjoy this. Why are you capping? So yeah, oh, I know who's coming. Alright, let's play an original tune for the rain. Wow, this is amazing, man. I'm playing the guitar. You ready? Okay, never mind, we're not gonna play a song. Debated! What is this song? Egg Sunny Side Up by The Breed for Landon. Okay, cool.
For a little bit. I'm just gonna talk to you and then.
Alright. Hello? Whoa. Oh, hang on. There we go. Got it. What's up, guys? How's it going, guys? I'm so sorry.
Sorry, no. We tried to setting, but finally we settled. I hope you.
No, it's perfect. It's perfect. Okay, so we're Eastern, and it's 11:20